Namaskar. Welcome to the latest edition of Organiser this week. The Congress party is facing an existential crisis. The grand old party which once called shots is sliding from one crisis to the other. The party is in the grip of a series of defections of senior leaders. The party which hijacked the legacy of freedom movement is now the reflection of all bad things in politics. The allegations of dynastic consolidation, sycophancy, institutionalized corruption, and overall degradation of the party organization, etc., are closely associated with the Indira part of the Congress. The crisis of Congress is not just of leadership that is non-serious and disconnected. It is chronic disease of organizational and ideological character. Ghulam Nabi Azad talked about the momentary symptoms, conveniently bypassing the real ailments. For the political parties to stay relevant in Bharatiya politics, they must learn the lessons from the monumental decline of the Congress party. This is our editorial take on the decline of Indira Congress. Vishwa Hindu Parishad, the organization which took upon itself the task of uniting Hindu society since its inception in 1964, is nearing 60 years of its existence. In its momentous journey, VHP, which spearheaded the Ram Janmabhoomi movement, has managed to bring about several social and reformist changes in the society. Our editor, Prafulla Ketkar, spoke to Sri Milind Parande, Secretary General of VHP, on wide-ranging topics including the achievements, challenges before the Hindu society and future plan of action of the VHP. Talking to Sri Ketkar about the Ram Mandir construction, Sri Milind Parande said, and I quote, "We achieved a phenomenal success in the Ram Janmabhoomi Sampark Abhiyan. We have reached to over 4 lakh villages and over 12 crore families." So that is almost, it works out to about 65 crore people. It has never been done in Bharat or anywhere else in the country. And this happened in just 45 days. The organizer takes a close look at the major milestones in the VHP's journey, analyzing the contribution of VHP, Vice President of VHP and Secretary General of Sri Rama Janmabhoomi Tirth Nyas, Sri Champat Rai talks about how VHP has nurtured the Hindu ethos. According to Sri Champat Rai, the VHP has come a long way in the history of independent Bharat, and in the last 58 years, it has carved a niche for itself in the Bharatiya society and Hindus abroad through its multifaceted activities and social welfare and nation building initiatives. Swami Vigyanand, Joint General Secretary of Vishwa Hindu Parishad, in his article Vanguard of Hindu Resurgence, says VHP has played an instrumental role in restoring pride among Hindus about their glorious heritage and made efforts to unify Hindus across the lines. Nupur Sharma episode has brought to the fore some troubling questions about judiciary's conduct. Dr. Pradeep Kumar Singh argues how judiciary can learn from the life of Sri Krishna, who at the same time protected the benevolent and punished the malevolent. The cases of love jihad has been on the rise across Bharat. We have seen how criminal Shahrukh Hussain, who burnt alive a 16-year-old Ankita Singh in Dumka in Jharkhand. In this month, till now, more than 5 major cases have been reported from different parts of the country. Anjali Arya, Dumka's tribal girl, and many others were on the list of victims of love jihad. How love jihad is glorified in cinema is what Sharmi Adhikari focuses on in her article, Cinematic Promotion of Love Jihad, glorifying interfaith marriages both on screen and off screen. The Hindi film industry and the celebrities associated with it have continuously hoodwinked audience with severely distorted scripts. Another important news that hogged headlines was the so-called hostile takeover of NDTV. Sumit Mehta busts the myth of hostile takeover and argues that Prannoy Roy, while making the allegation, hides the fact that Mr. and Mrs. Roy were aware of the powers they had bestowed on the previous stakeholders, VCPL and RRPR, through loans and agreements. Western media has always pursued an anti-Hindu, anti-India agenda, always. Our columnist Avatans Kumar tears apart the AAP's claim that Western media reporting on its educational reforms is a stamp of approval. Another important article is by Dr. Neeraja A. Gupta. She analyzes the contribution of diaspora in the freedom struggle. Besides, we have regular columns like Defense Scan, Unsung Heroes, and Temples. Hope you all like the latest edition of Organiser. Do write to us, share your ideas. Thank you for watching.